In question 9, part A, I need to find the maximum and minimum values of 3 sin x plus 2 cos x and the smallest positive values of x at which they occur. You can see the mathematics below, but I'm going to use my graphical calculator to help confirm this. Option 5 takes me to the graph function menu, and I've already keyed in the function 3 sin x plus 2 cos x. If I select F6 to draw, noting that my calculator is already in radians mode, which is what I require, and if I use Gsolve, let's look at maximum for a moment. The maximum is at 3.60555 and so on, and of course as I scroll through I have successive maximums. This value is actually the square root of 13, so that confirms the first part within part A. Okay, now where does this occur? The first time it occurs when x is positive should be here. So if I scroll back, you can see it's when x is 0.98 to 2 decimal places, and that agrees with the second calculation in part A. Now I'm interested in the minimum, so if I select Gsolve again and F3 this time, and as I scroll through, minus 3.60555, this is minus the square root of 13. So that agrees with the third calculation in part A. Now the first time this occurs, when x is positive, is actually just here, because the previous time is over here, and that's when x is negative. So the correct value for x is 4.12 to 2 decimal places, and that's the fourth calculation, which agrees in part A. So clearly the graphical calculator has been useful to this point. Now let's see if I can use it to help me with part B. According to my calculations in part B, I found x to be minus 0.31 or 2.27 to 2 decimal places. If I go back and exit, the other function I need to plot is simply y equals 1, because it's the right hand side of this equation. So if I select execute and F6 to draw, I can now look at the points of intersection. I need to consider them in the range minus pi to pi. So if I go to V window and change the x minimum to minus pi and the x maximum to pi, this will give me the required set for x. Okay, and if I select execute and draw, the values should be here and here. So if I select Gsolve and intersection, that's F5, you can see the first point is here, minus 0.306 and so on. Well, to 2 decimal places, that is minus 0.31, which is this solution here. And if I scroll to the right, the other solution is 2.27, correct to 2 decimal places. So again, that confirms my finding earlier on.